come join me for a car chit chat. I'm going to let you know what's been going on for me this summer. There's a new thrift shop in our area that I'm going to be volunteering at for a good cause. And I'm also going to give you a tour of that little shop. I'm also going to take you along and show you what I do weekly at another animal shelter in our area. This is Tanner. I'm madly in love with this guy. And then we've got the Empty Shelter Project that came to our area that Corey and I volunteered at. It was a mass spay and neuter event in our community. And then I'm going to whip up some lemon ricotta chicken. Let's go. So first we're going to start out putting a couple of chicken breasts in the slow cooker. And it's just for Corey and I, so 2 was plenty. And then I diced up an onion. I put some of this Italian herb Better Than Bouillon in here, and we had a bunch of tomatoes we needed to use, so I diced some of that up. I threw in some minced garlic, some freeze-dried spinach, and basically anything I could get my hands on in the pantry, in the refrigerator, I just threw it in there. We got this lemon and herb ricotta sauce from Costco that I was dying to try. And then I'm just throwing in some Italian seasonings. I have some basil and pesto sauce. I'm not measuring anything, guys. I'm just throwing it in there. I don't know about you. I know that when people think of slow cookers, they think of the fall. For us, we use these in the summer when we're super busy and it's too hot to turn the oven on. So you just throw it on low, let it go for a few hours, like 6 hours, I guess. And then I started remembering other things I wanted to throw in there. I had some freeze-dried pepper. I had some all kinds of things. I can't even keep up with what I'm putting in there. Basically, you name it, it's going in there. I kept putting the lid on and then going, oh yeah, and another thing. Here I am dicing up some sweet bell peppers and just grabbed a couple of asparagus. Hey everybody, I thought I would hop on here for a few minutes and talk to you about what's been going on in my world and with my channel. I know I haven't posted a video in a while, and there's a couple of reasons for that. Primarily, I am super busy in my line of work. I run a concierge service in my area, so I do a lot of house sitting, pet sitting when people travel, taking people to and from the airport. I take senior citizens to their medical appointments. I take children to their activities. With it being the summer, this is when I get a bulk of my work and my income. I've been having to recruit my family to help me because there's only one of me and I can't be in multiple places at once if multiple clients need me at the same time. So I've got Chloe that's staying at someone's house for me to feed their Great Danes for 10 days. I've got Corey taking someone to the airport because I've got to be somewhere else. In addition to my work, I also have been doing a lot more volunteering with the homeless pets in my area. I've made a video before just talking about what a problem it is in our area with people dumping their pets. It's a sad situation. I know times are hard for people financially. A lot of people losing jobs, the cost of living and everything else, groceries, gas, everything is through the roof. And sadly enough, a lot of people, if they've got to cut expenses somewhere, it's going to start with the pets. The problem is shelters are full, foster homes are full, rescue groups are full. So what do people turn to doing? Dumping their animals on the side of the road. Not to mention the pavement is so hot, you could literally fry an egg. People are just dumping their cats out in the middle of a Walmart parking lot and their feet are getting burned, and they're dumping them on the side of the road where they're getting hit. And if you try to help and rescue, you run a risk of getting hit. It has really been heavy on my heart. to do a lot more volunteering in my area, because yes, we can sit around and go, oh, that's sad, this needs to stop. Verbally or saying it online can only get you so far. You have to actively get involved. So that's what I've been doing. If you see me looking all over the place, I'm in the middle of a Planet Fitness parking lot, and a lot of van lifers actually stay in these parking lots overnight. So I'm literally sitting here, and there's people that are also in their cars, and I'm just trying not to look all weird doing a vlog. There's a volunteer group in my area that's for cats called Wags to Whiskers. They used to do dogs too. That's why it's called Wags to Whiskers. But their dog volunteer left, moved away, so now they just do cats. They just opened a new thrift shop. I am so excited because I'm going to be volunteering here, and I've been donating some of the things I've been trying to get rid of in my own home. It's more of what I would call an antique shop, but there are definitely some thrift items, but I would say it's on the nicer, more upscale side, but they have a little bit of everything. They've got a lot of pet toys. Obviously, it's a cause in which they donate 100% of their proceeds to their cat rescue, and this is just a cause that's very close to my heart. They also have a storage area in the back where if they can't fit things that people have donated, they can't put them out on the floor, they just put them back there. So there's just so many neat little things. The ladies that run this organization are not very active on social media, so I volunteered to go onto Facebook and Nextdoor and do a little announcement about their grand opening, and when I attended, it was such a big success. I used to volunteer more for Wags to Whiskers. I ended up leaving a while back because it got too emotionally draining for me. I was working a lot in the feline leukemia unit, and almost every day I would go to work and there would be a deceased cat. I've had cats that have had feline leukemia. In fact, I adopted a litter of 3 siblings from a place, and they all had feline leukemia. I had to have them all put to sleep within, a couple of weeks of each other. It got to where we were having to feed them through syringes, and it was just traumatizing. So I had to step back. Now with their thrift shop, not only are they taking donations, which I've contributed some things to, I was in the process of refurbishing this gossip bench, and someone gave me this beautiful antique bed frame, and I also got these free dresser drawers. All of this I'm going to be donating to the store. But they're also looking for volunteers, so I'm probably going to be volunteering at their shop. And there is another dog rescue. Well, they do dogs and cats, but it's called Dora's Dogs and Cats, and that's where I volunteer every Tuesday morning for a couple of hours. I believe they have close to 100 dogs. There's some that are in foster homes, but the ones that are at the shelter, we bring them outside, we walk them, we let them exercise and run around and play. I swear I'm going to adopt this little Tanner one day. So that's been keeping me super busy. I don't know if you saw on my community page, I volunteered at this organization called the Empty Shelter Project. They have 5 events a year in our area where they do mass spaying and neutering in the communities for free. They focus on the lower income areas. They were able to fix close to 600 animals at no charge. They bring veterinarians and their assistants who need hours. They use students who are in high school studying to be veterinarians. Just a bunch of volunteers come together. I think there were close to 400 of us. So these events are a 3-day process. And you'll have the first day, which is the day that they bring in all the kennels, set them up. They bring in all the equipment that they're going to need for the surgeries. So you got a team of people that deal with the setting up, And then there is, of course, the day of, which is what I volunteered for. And I was actually a runner. Corey and I both. Bless his heart, he was trying to carry that dog who didn't want to go into his appointment. But we just basically helped escort people with their pets, their cats, their dogs. We showed them where to go for their pre-op. We got them checked in. We helped them get their pets out of the car if they had multiple pets and just couldn't take them all at once. And poor Corey, I think I was saying, he just got back from Norway. Norway the day before, and then had to wake up at 5 in the morning to be at this event by 6. That lady they just showed, we had 2 cats that escaped and were running through the parking lot. One went up in a tree, and that lady with the net was able to rescue them both. We had so many wonderful volunteers here, and it was just a good time. And I want to make sure that I give proper credit where credit is due. I did not take any of these pictures. I would like to sign up to be a photographer at one of these events, but that was not the case at this one. There were multiple photographers. I don't know who took what. I didn't take any photos. I was so busy from when we started to when we ended. But if you are on Facebook and you go to the Empty Shelter Project, Texas, you will see all the pictures, all the videos. I think somebody filmed me for some video, but I have no idea who it was or where it is. There's a ton of photos out there. It was also such a trip seeing all these spay and neutering procedures being done at the same time out in the open. And then they were recovering on blankets on the floor, surrounded by a team of people, making sure that they're breathing okay. And I give some mad props to all the strong people that were carrying the big dogs that were all passed out, because after the surgery you absolutely could not drop them, and they were just listless. And it was amazing just seeing all this in action. I think next time I sign up, I might sign up to be in the recovery room. I didn't know if I could handle it, but I was still taking animals and getting them in the kennels when they were starting the surgeries, and it was like no big deal. So anyway, just a very, very cool event. I can't wait to do it again in September. That is the perfect organization that my heart just gravitates towards. We've got to start with fixing the animals. That's how you control the overpopulation, which leads to the dumping of the animals, the full shelters. You drop a pet off that you surrender. A lot of times, if they're full, they just take them to the back and put them to sleep. It's so sad. So that's really where my heart is calling me now. I'm still going to make YouTube videos, but it's not going to be on a regular basis. And I know the algorithms hate that. If you're not putting out consistent videos, they move you lower and lower and lower to the bottom of the feed. When I started this channel a year and a half ago, I was feeling like I was being led to YouTube, and now I'm being led somewhere else. And not to say I'm going to stop making YouTube videos, but it's just not top priority right now. I really am immersing myself in causes for animals. And not only that, but this summer, in addition to working, volunteering, I'm also trying to really get my health in shape. I try to come to the gym 5 days a week if I can, depending on my schedule. And I've been feeling a lot better, a lot more energetic. And also, I've been using this summer to book my medical appointments. Seriously, since the pandemic, I just kind of let my medical appointments fall by the wayside. I stopped making dental appointments, eye exam appointments, everything. And even my knee. I've been having chronic knee problems for about a year. And I go to the chiropractor, and it's kind of like putting a Band-Aid on the problem. It helps for a little bit. I finally made an orthopedic appointment, so I've got my dental, my eye exam appointment. These are all booked. The orthopedic, I've got a skin doctor. I go annually for skin checkups, full body, because I did have a little mark on my chest. This was like 5 or 6 years ago. Turned out to be basal cell carcinoma, which if you're going to get a type of cancer, that's the one to get, because they were able to remove it through a day surgery. Ever since then, I try to get in once a year for skin checkups. My grandmother on my mom's side had skin cancer. I've got a lot of redheads and fair skin in my family. Trying to get into those medical appointments. I called to schedule my women's checkup, and I about fainted when they said that I haven't been there since 2019. So it's been like 5 years. Who knows? Please don't think that I've forgotten about you. I hope y'all don't forget about me. I am just so busy these days, and I'm sure you can understand when the weather is pleasant, which here in Texas, it's only pleasant a couple of hours a day early in the morning, but you want to get outside. You're going to see some out of order videos because I think I mentioned this before. I have a new computer with new editing software. I haven't had time to learn how to use that yet, so this video is going to go on my old computer, so it's going to still be poor quality and everything, but I can get it uploaded quicker than the new one that I still haven't familiarized myself with how to use. So when I get around to editing that video, because I think I'm working on one about preparedness for hurricane season, a lot of that stuff that I was getting from that website, which I mentioned in a previous video, where they're giving things away for free, and I was like taking a lot of it, I've re-donated that stuff back. I kept a couple things. You will see in that video talking about the hurricane preparedness, you'll see some clips of things that I collected for free, but now I've rehomed those again. So I'll try to do a voiceover when I get that video up, so you're not confused going, wait a minute, I thought you got rid of a bunch of stuff, now you're getting more stuff. It's just chaos. Just wanted to hop on here for a few minutes, tell you what's going on, let you know I love you all. I have not forgotten about you. I hope you don't forget about me. Maybe when things settle down in the fall with my work schedule and everything, I can make some more consistent videos. But right now I'm just taking advantage of, all these opportunities that I've been given. And so I hope you're doing well, and I will see y'all next time. Y'all have a great day. Bye, everyone. Okay, I cannot close out the video without showing you the end result of our chicken primavera, and it was absolutely delicious. I just kind of shredded up the chicken. I had a separate little crock pot going on for Chloe that did not have any meat in it. This stuff was delicious. You can do it over pasta or rice. I will see you next time.